welcome, Rob. No voice of God.
Yeah, what's going on, dude?
That's 2 breaks in a row.
I'm just trying to make sure that we're on the right path, guys.
God will always put you on the right path.
Sometimes you just got to make sure the production's right.
I love it.
One set of footprints.
We are back here at Pumped Up Field in Canfield, Ohio. DJ Oakley, Sam Torres, Greg McAfee. It is zone coverage presented by Youngstown Clothing Company. And we are joined by a young man who has, boy oh boy, made quite the career for himself and quite the year. Really, across Ohio, he is gaining and garnering all kinds of attention. He is the senior quarterback and also doubles on the other side of the ball, which most people don't do, especially their senior year. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Enzo Cocca. Enzo, I'm sorry, we don't have any George Kittle references or Cyborg references for you. But I will say this, dude, what you do on the football field is incredible. I mean, you are like one of it's like watching everybody else move in slow motion sometimes. The way you follow your blockers, the way that you can sling it, you're a joy to watch. Talk to me about how you've learned to be that type of a player that can run and pass when called upon.
Yeah, I've been playing football since 6th grade, so kind of a young age, but kind of started a little later too. But, just developing as a player with all the great coaches that I had since I was a little kid, them teaching me the stuff that I need to know and don't need to know, what to do, what not to do. But also being able to be surrounded by such a great team. My O-line does a lot of work for me, my wide receivers, always blocking when they need to, doing great routes, stuff like that. So for me to do what I do, I really need a good team, and that's what I have.
It's incredible to see you play because if you haven't seen him, it's comparable to Le'Veon Bell from a running standpoint because you go slow-mo, and then you follow your blockers, and then you see a crease and you're gone. How did you learn that? Is that something you learned from watching yourself on tape? Is that something that you watch the defense? How did you kind of bring that in? Because I've never seen a quarterback do what you do.
Yeah, actually, when I was younger, I would always come to these Canfield games. I'd be on the sideline, and actually a player that I would watch a lot would be Ethan Fletcher, who's also a alumni here who played quarterback, obviously. And just like his patience in the game and how he played the game is how I kind of model my game, always trusting his blockers, trusting that the gap's going to be there. So that's kind of how I learned it from. So, yeah.
A two-way player, was that ever a question to you, or is that a situation where you begged, hey, listen, I can help the team if I'm on defense too? Because most high school quarterbacks nowadays are just one-way players because they want to protect them.
Yeah, I love defense. I'd probably say I like the defensive ball way better. Just being able to go and hit someone other than being hit, that's got to be way better. But to be able to play both ways, I love that, and I'd always want to do that for sure, yeah.
Greg McAfee has a question.
Just kind of playing both sides also help the other side when you're playing defense backs. You know how to read the defense and everything like that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, being a quarterback, you have to read the defense, know what coverage they're in, but being a safety and a DB also helps you learn that coverage as how safeties or corners are going to play that specific coverage. So it helps a lot to play on both sides of the ball for sure.
Everybody knows your last name, obviously, for a number of reasons. You like to serve it hard on the football field too, man. Do you feel any kind of pressure with that last name of having to live up or add extra sauce to what you do on a Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, at some points there's a lot of pressure. I've had 2 older brothers who come from Canfield football, both on the state team, so there's a lot to look up to. But at the same time, it's just going out there and playing how you know how to play, playing how our standard is here at Canfield.
Talk about that relationship with your family. I know you guys are close-knit. What are you competitive? Is it passive? What is it in the Cocca family that makes you guys excellent athletes and excellent employees and employers?
Yeah. Me and my brothers are so close together. We talk every day, regardless on if they're away at college or not. Me and my little brother, he's playing on the team right now.
Is he?
Yeah, we're getting closer as well. But just a relationship to have with each other, growing up with each other. They've always been picking on me too, because I'm the smallest one in the family right now. So there's a little rough house, and thank you to my mom for shout out to her for keeping up with us all the time.
That a girl, Mom. Sam Torres has a question for you.
So, you're playing for the Canfield Cardinals. This is the program you grew up watching. On Friday nights, you get to be the man with the ball every offensive play. What's that like for you?
Yeah, with all this support behind me, us in the stands and everything, by the community and everything, being able to touch the ball, it's an honor to be the quarterback of Canfield High School. Like I said, mentioned the standard, it's really an honor to play on this team. So to be able to be the quarterback and be able to be the voice of the offense and help out on the defense is just, it's great,
Greg, you had a question?
You guys have gotten off to a pretty hot start here with big wins over Cardinal Mooney and West Branch in week 1. Just what's been the key to that start for you guys this year to get off to such a 3-0?
Yeah, I mean, right after last year, it was a little disappointing year for us. Nothing that we were really looking forward to. But right as that season ended, our next season started. This season started. So in the off season, everyone was working their butts off. Getting after it, keeping that last season in the back of our head. But I think the key to this year is our chemistry. We're really playing as a team, and our chemistry on the field, but also off the field. I find myself with the football team after practice mostly every day, always hanging out on the weekends and stuff like that. So I think chemistry and our bond has been something that's been different this year for sure.
What does this rivalry mean to you that you're taking part in tomorrow night?
Yeah, Poland, they're a great team every year. You got to set aside the records by both teams. Both being 3-0, good seasons right now, but you got to set that aside, and this is a one-game season. If you're going to go 1-9, the rivalry win should be the one win that you should have, and that's what we're looking forward to.
What does the future hold for you?
I'm really not looking forward to playing any sports football in college, so I'm looking to go to college in Cincinnati and study pre-med.
Like UC?
Okay.
Yeah, UC. Yeah.
Attaboy, Enzo! Dr. Enzo.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm all over that. Who's your doctor? Dr. Enzo. He's quarterbacking my heart. Your folks got to be thrilled about that.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, my dad's in the business area, and so my brothers are also taking that step as well towards my father. But I kind of want to be a little different, try and step away. But I think being a doctor would kind of be my thing. I
There you go.
How was the? And I got you. Don't worry. What was the? How hard was the decision? I guess I'm trying to ask to say no more sports after high school. And have you thought about what it's going to be like to hang up the cleats for the last time?
Yeah, it's sad to think about, like this is my senior year. This is my last time playing with my brothers on the field, but at the end of the day, it's football. Like it's not going to be there for the rest of your life. You got way more bigger stuff later in your life, and that's how I kind of look at it. Seeing all these alumni, Canfield people coming in, telling you stuff like that. So it's like there's more to look for in life than just football for sure.
Sammy?
Out there right now, there's probably a kid who's 7, 8, 9 years old that is looking forward one day to leading the red and black attack. What would you tell him to get him ready?
I keep on mentioning it again, but the standard here at Canfield is like nothing else, just to be able to work every day and not be satisfied with what you've done that day and be thankful for that day and just keep on going, stacking the days up and working hard every day.
Role models for you, who are they?
I kind of already said Ethan Fletcher. He was both sides of the ball, also a safety as well. I feel like I got to say Brock Lowry as well. The name to remember in Canfield. But also my brothers as well. Nicolo is my oldest brother. Also wore the number 16. His senior season was cut short from an ACL injury. His first game against West Branch. So I wanted to carry the tradition of the number and play my senior for him for sure.
That's incredible. Enzo,
That's awesome.
we can't thank you enough for stopping by.
Yeah,
Good luck
thank
to you
you, guys.
tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, Enzo Cocca will be back right after this with more zone coverage on YSN.